Greetings Internet, my name's Chris Brooker and like most stand-up comedians I've essentially been furloughed into my own home for the foreseeable future. My diary is empty, my social calendar is empty and I'm on my own. But don't worry, I'm handling it really well. Apparently I'm supposed to start putting content out on the internet, so I wasn't really sure what that content needed to be, but fate intervened and today I had a parcel from the wonderful folk at toysandmasks.com. If you aren't following them, look for them on Twitter, look for them on the internet, do your own Googling, I can't spoon feed you. But this parcel has arrived, and if it's what I think it is, then this is going to go a long way to keeping me on the straight and narrow for the coming weeks. So let's open this up together. So standard box, I signed for it, so this might be a contagion. It's exciting, isn't it? So let's see. Let's get it open, and if this is what I think it is, then, oh, would you look at this? This is absolutely spot on. This is everything I need at this point in my life. Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
So we've got some new top tips for dealing with COVID-19. Now obviously one of the problems has been the panic buying, all the face masks have gone, so I've developed this new thing, which I think might even start a new fashion. Acts as two things. One, you don't cough on people. Two, stops you from touching your face. It's really quite fantastic. Okay. Number two, stop panic buying, you twats. There are vulnerable people that need these supplies. Here's a clue for you. Have you got a shower? Have you got a sponge? I'm painting you a picture. And finally, number three, I don't know, I can't breathe. This is a message for the government. I'll tell you what, you bastards, if you can bail out the bankers to the tune of 500 billion so they continue being a bunch of bastard bankers, then surely you can find the money to help bail out people like me and leave me in a less desperate situation than what I'm in right now. Thank you. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that?
My name is Dr. Ted Hanky, and I'm coming at you with an health warning video about the coronavirus. And I just want to say, you know, it's very worrying out there, but don't worry. I'm doing a lot of this with my hand. Don't worry, because I've got some safe advice for you around using the toilet safely to stop the virus spreading and now, you know what I mean? So, yeah. One of the big things when having a wee is you get a lot of splashes from I'm pushing quite a bit, it must be my age. You get a lot of splashes on your hands and sometimes you can wee on your fingers and that, you know what I mean? And it's it can be quite a messy affair and there's lots of germs involved. You give it a good shake. Oh, fuck. That's good enough. Now, it's about washing your hands. Now, before you wash your hands, I thought I'd demonstrate about what you need to do having a poo as well, because the same principles apply, and I needed both, but I had my wee first. So I've had my poo, and it's a really nice one actually. So then what you do is, what I like to do is, I like to wear like a protective glove now from when I'm wiping my bum. So if I get right in and have a good wipe, and as you can see there, with the that shit. You are meant to use toilet paper as well when wiping your bum, but the glove has help there. Use a glove and use toilet paper. Yeah. Fucking hell, what am I going to do with it? Right then, well now comes the clever and important bit, right? You've got all these germs on your hands stagnating, and you've got to wash your hands properly now, alright? So what you do is put the tap on, like that, you get the hot water going, and you get in there, make sure it's at an optimum temperature so you don't scald yourself, right? and then you want some hand wash. You get your hand wash on, and you really get in there, you know, like pretend you're, I don't know, pleasuring the ladies' parts. You know, get right in. Get the fingers right in there, you know what I mean? Like with Jolie, they call her a king-size Kit Kat because you can get 4 in. So, you get right in there, you give him a really good click, and they say for 20 seconds. If you can't count to 20 seconds, then what I like to do is sing a bit of Tom Jones' Kiss, you know what I mean? You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby. From dusk till dawn, you don't need experience to turn me out. You just leave it all up to me. I'll show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Nice and clean now, bit more than 20 seconds there, but I hate to finish the song. Rinse it off, get right underneath your fingernails, and then have a good look. When you turn the tap off, what rubbish you produced as well there. Oh God. And as you can see there, unknowingly, I had a load of spaghetti bolognese underneath my nails. Now, I don't know how long that could have been there for. Well, clearly it is going to be carrying coronavirus, and it looks like worms as well. It might be worms actually, off my arse, I don't know. But anyway, it was underneath my fingernails, so that just shows what a good aggressive wash can bring out of your hands. Right, so there you have it. That is my guides for going the wee-wees and the poo-poos and out clean your hands properly. If we all follow this, we should be able to not spread around the coronavirus, and you know, we'll just stay healthy and that, and it's also a bit more hygienic as well, you know what I mean? Because I've seen some people in social clubs go for a piss and don't wash their hands. And any nightclubs, just because you want to avoid the bloke trying to sell you dupe, take it on the chin, give him 50 pence and wash your fucking hands. So, there you go, matters. Enjoy! Yeah!
I really honestly don't understand. All dogs. There'd just be a dog called Daisy who starts to follow me as I'm walking up the Pentland Hills. I don't know what it is about dogs and me, really. I mean, I treat dogs like I treat my men. Mean on a leash.
Hey everyone, good morning. Kev here from West Didsbury Comedy Festival. No more, obviously. I'm just sat here this morning having a flick through the brochure and, you know, thinking about those times when, remember when we used to have things like comedy shows and comedy festivals. Oh, what a great read. But I've currently got about 4,500 copies of these sat around the place. And that got me thinking, in this great time that we live in now, we're rekindling the spirit of World War II, make and mend, make do and mend, and you know, that great spirit that we've got amongst us all at the moment. What can I do with 4,500 copies of the West Didsbury Comedy Festival brochure? Well, it just hit me. I was watching the news the other night, and there is a shortage of face masks apparently. So I've been, just bear with me, I've been a bit busy. This is a prototype, but I am looking to roll these out as soon as possible. Let me just get hold of this. See if this works for us. There we go. Let's make sure we've got it the right way round, because that's really, really important, guys, that we do get this on correctly for it to have its full use. And then we can just come, where are we? Round here. There we go. Bear with me. It's oh, hang on. No, it looks a bit. It's the wrong way up. It's the wrong way up, guys. I do apologise. Here we go. So here we go. This is the official West Didsbury Comedy Festival, Corona face mask. Yes! And I mean, look, the last time I had this many comedians on my face, well, you don't want to know, but I still haven't been given the gig by Spiky Mike. But anyway, look at this. It's amazing. And not only that, you can have a little read. You see my eyes in there, inside, while you're walking along, if you are out and about. It's obviously got the sneeze mask, a little bit of advertising for our main sponsor, Evo of Didsbury there. You can see a little bit there. It's all backwards because of the camera, but I'll put the links up so you can see it. And also then, brilliantly, look at this, look. Oh, you see a stranger, a loved one about to sneeze while you're out and about. You can just rip off a little sheet from the back, pass it over to them. Not only can they have a lovely sneeze, but they can have a little read. Who we got on there? Beck Hill. That would have been good, wouldn't it, Beck? Tez Ilias, you can sneeze on him. Look, you got Helen, Bauer and Craig Campbell. They're all on here, look, and you can just keep pulling these off, passing these out. So, as I said, this is the prototype. I'm going to be rolling these out to old people's homes and, you know, the needy very soon. And look, do us a favour. If you see someone wearing one of these as you drive down the road or they walk past your house, if you're all locked in, as we all should be, obviously, just do me a favour. Wind down the window, open the window, lean out and shout, "Come first!" Just to keep spreading the joy. Keep spreading the comedy joy. Hang on, my wife's going to be home in a minute. She thinks I'm losing it. All right, bye.
Hello. My name's Andy Quirk, and I've moved to the north. I came here a little while ago, moved up from a little place called London. I'm looking forward in the north to becoming a local, because there's no chance of that down south in London, because nobody lives there long enough. Also, it's not great. There's a lot of people, very crowded, a lot of crime, quite dirty. In more than one way, it brings a whole new meaning to the phrase capital punishment. So I left, and I'm now becoming a local here in Glossop, which is a little town on the edge of the Peak District. I have discovered it's going to take a little longer than I thought to become a local up here, because it's measured in basically how many generations you lived here, not years. But I am adapting to life up here. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I thought that everything they ate up there was deep fried. But I wanted to buy a house, so I learned about the scouse. I felt prepared, though still a little scared. But now I'm here, I can see hills and luxury apartments converted from old mills. I may not be building ships, but I'm eating rice with chips. If my food is savoury, I'll cover it all in gravy. And yes, it rains, it pours in the Peak District, or on a Beatles tour. I've seen museums for mines, my trains are transpennine. I thought I'd crumble, they're slower than watching paint dry. But I will eat pies, I will eat pies, made of the things that at one time may have been alive. I'll pronounce it Bath, not Bath. I bought a cap and scarf. I will eat pies, I will eat pies. It's been a strange experience for me, it's true, to find people in the street who will just talk to you. They're not trying to mug me or sign me up for charities. All right there, pal. Sorry. What do you think of our canal? And yes, there's even more. Coronation Street, Vera, even Geordie Shore. The Manx may claim they all really hate the Scouse, but I've been dancing with them all to mindless happy house. I'm in the north, I am invested I eat dinner, not lunch, a balm cake I have ingested. I've forgotten about kale, I only drink real ale. I might take a tumble on these hills. It's hard not to stumble, but yes, I will eat pies. And pie and rice, and pie and chips, and pie with curly fries. I'll watch the local news, I'll forget about HS2. I will eat pies. I will eat pies. I will eat pies. Parley pies. Not steak puddings, they're not puddings, they lied. But I will eat pies. I will eat pies.
Hi there, I'm freelance comedian Kate McCabe. Freelance, you say? What a fun life you must have had before all of this happened. Yes, all my revenue streams have dried up. I had what I thought was a diverse portfolio, doing some immersive theater, doing some corporate role play, stand-up gigs obviously all over the country, teaching comedy, all this stuff. And quite right, those of you who made assumptions about me within the first couple seconds. I am now regretting my life decisions. But just because all my income has dried up doesn't mean that I don't have important jobs to do. Now, my wife and I have gone from being a couple of dinks, that's double income, no kids, to a single income household. Now, that is important because you need to know that I am a lesbian. That means that my spouse is a woman, a wife, woman wifety wife, and women make far less than men do on average. So really, entering a lesbian relationship is probably the most fiscally stupid thing you can do if you're trying to sort of show any sort of financial progress. How did two women even get a mortgage, you might be wondering. And the secret is I wore a false mustache and dabbed Armani code behind my ears when I went in to fill in the application. They thought I was a man. But I do have a very important job still around here. In fact, it may be even more important than previously. I am going to be running the household, making sure that we can get through at least, like a 3-week period to the next 3-week period without having to make constant runs to the shop and things like that. Now, I took some of my last earnings and some of Carrie's. Why would Carrie give you money? Those of you who know us might say, aren't you, Kate McCabe, a known idiot? And I'd say, hey, stop being so right. But let me reassure you, this was not a give Jack the family cow and he returns with a fistful of magic beans scenario. No, I take this very seriously, and even though I am carefree, everything I do, I think about it. First thing I bought to get us through this pandemic, some Pims, jam, some marmalade, some preserve, strawberry, tangerine, and mint, all the flavors of Britain's favorite summertime cocktail in this jar. I'm not going to be able to see my friends for weeks at a time, but I can hallucinate that I'm playing croquet with them whilst I eat this spread on a piece of bread from 2018 that I had lodged so deep into my freezer I forgot about it. Also 1 pound, this box of Pop-Tarts. This performs 2 functions, really. It gives me carbs, but also it satiates my need for American nostalgia. Yay, Pop-Tarts. I also ordered some Body Shop. This seemed really important because, first of all, it's cheaper than Lush, right? It does not test on animals, though, just like Lush, and that's going to be important because in just a few weeks' time, the animals are going to rule us as our overlords. Dolphins are already commandeering the canals in Italy, and so they're going to remember that we treated them well by buying the Body Shop. Now, I'm no dermatologist, although I have played one in my own achievement fantasies, and I do know that it's important when marching into the apocalypse that you have balanced T-zones. What else have I bought? Cat food that I know for sure my cat won't eat. Why won't she eat it? Because it's not going to bankrupt us. This Sainsbury's senior cat food was very financially reasonable. My cat likes the cat food that costs £30 a bag. We won't have access to that for a couple of weeks, so she's going to have to do our best with this. To be fair, she's never really been tested because all it takes is about 5 meows, and we give her whatever she wants. So the weakness is really on us. What else do I have here? Oh, here's a good one. This is a big ticket item. A rubber plant. Look, this was marked down from 50 pounds to 30, even during a pandemic. It seems nuts to buy this. Now, this thing, it's important. Days, weeks, months, I don't know when, but it will start producing rubber, which is a commodity. And in the upcoming rebirth of feudalism, that's going to be important for us. We're going to be ahead of the pack. And yes, some of the branches are obviously dislocated from the plant, and that is something that the store just shoved back into the soil. But how do I know that that's not how rubber plants just work, right? What do I look like, a botanist? Sexy Batman anti-hero with a green thumb and complex about plant supremacy, Pamela Isley? I do? Thank you. Anyway, what else did I get here? Weights! We bought weights! Because in the next few weeks we are going to get stacked like jailbirds. Tell you what, we are going to be fit. We are going to run Urmston like a couple of Capcom big bosses at the end of Double Dragon. We'll be benevolent lesbian overlords. What else did I get here? Herbs! I got herbs! Things have to have flavor, and finding fresh herbs is going to be hard, honestly. You know, after a few weeks when we discover that rubber plant is not producing tires like I thought it was going to, we'll have the dill to season it with when we cook it and eat it. Winner. Finally, Disney Plus. I spent 50 pounds of my last income and my last earnings on Disney Plus. That's 12 months of entertainment. Let's face it. I mean, they're probably the masterminds that are behind this whole thing. At March 24th release date, very shrewd Disney, just as we're all going nuts, but at 30 seasons of The Simpsons, who could resist? Can't wait to watch the episode where the writers predicted this exact event. Anyway, stay safe out there, everyone. Keep supporting live comedy and live streaming, and just know that my wife and my household and my cat, we're all going to be just fine. I'll see you on the other side of this. Bye for now.
Hello. My name is Raul Kohli. I'm not very good at technology, hence why this is edited quite badly. I was a live stand-up comedian until the crisis happened. So now, like the rest of the world, I've chosen to release my content online and share the jokes that I would have been sharing in comedy clubs across the world with you guys. Let's get into it. Yes. The economy has crashed. Countries are in lockdown. It's a global pandemic and one of the most severe situations that the world has seen since World War II. And why? Because some fucker decided bat soup would be a good idea for lunch. Bat soup. Stick to cream of tomato like the rest of us next time, you mad cunt. And everything's cancelled now, isn't it? I mean, gatherings, pubs, cafes, restaurants. The Edinburgh Fringe was cancelled. I was going to do a show. Well, it's not been cancelled yet, but it probably will be, if we're honest. I was going to do a show there about finding God. But it turns out God has decided to do his Fringe show on losing every single one of us. Or at least every single one of our grandmas and granddads. They're definitely going to go. But anyway, on the positive side, very good time to have chlamydia, you know, because you can text your partner and be like, oh, love, terribly sorry, just give you the big C virus. And she'll be like, or he, or whatever gender your partner is, binary or none. They'll text back and they'll be like, oh no, you're giving us coronavirus, I'm going to kill me now, you fucking dick, Raul, I hate you. You'd be like, nah, it's just chlamydia, love. And she'll be like, oh, thank God, I knew I loved you, marry us now. But it has been serious, you know. I think I knew it was serious early March. No, 20th of March, I think it was. When there's four fruit and veg shops around the tube station where I live, and at 3 a.m. one Thursday in March, 2 of those 24/7 fruit and veg shops were shut. And I thought, you know, if they're not expecting people to buy turnips en masse at 3 in the morning, like we're going to be in trouble, aren't we? I'll tell you what wasn't open though, strangely enough, the vape shop. The vape shop, it was open because it's always open. It is 24/7. It's not, or at least the claim they're not allowed the license to. But Diljit, he finds a way. He's an interesting man, is Diljit. He runs a vape shop, and you can get anything in that vape shop. And I like him. He's very, very smart. You'd think he'd read The Economist or something, because you go in there and you can buy vapes, you can buy bongs, you can buy laptops, you can buy mobile phones, you can invest in currency, you can trade currency, obviously you can invest in shares, and you can even invest in commodities. Like, I have no idea how the fuck you can buy Brent crude oil at Diljit's vape shop, but you can, and I think that's amazing. Recently he started stocking in hand sanitizer, but interestingly, this is the containers he's selling the hand sanitizer in. Literally just saw the way the wind was blowing, the way the times were changing, and he got all of his vape containers, emptied them of vape juice, and filled them up with hand sanitizer instead. Like, that is absolutely brilliant. He's like a Bangladeshi Warren Buffett. Well done, Diljit. My niece told us this great joke in relation to coronavirus. I think it's the best joke I've actually heard about the crisis. She said, Raul, she's 9 years old, bear in mind, my niece. She said, Raul, what? She said what's loads because she's a kid and, you know, excited to get what's the most common disease in China? And I thought, is this a question or a joke? I said, it's coronavirus, isn't it? And she goes, no, China's quarantine measures have been effective. It's Kung Flu. And I thought, that's hilarious. Fair play. But if you wanted a sign of how crazy the world has got, I think, like, my cousin told me that a week ago, and I just read yesterday in the papers that Donald Trump is apparently actually refusing to stop referring to coronavirus as Kung Flu. So we're fucked. But people said, what, it's nature, isn't it? It's nature trying to tell us something. It's nature trying to tell us the population are too old, or we're travelling too much, or this. I don't think it is, right? I think the Australian bushfires, I think that was nature trying to tell us something. And I think what they were trying to tell us was, there's a fucking bat disease! A fucking bat disease coming to kill everybody! Burn the fucking Dracula rat, bitches! But we didn't listen to that age-old Aboriginal proverb, did we? And now we are suffering the consequences. I don't think coronavirus was nature trying to tell us anything. I think coronavirus was either Dominic Cummings's, like, he planted it somehow, somewhere in China. He's probably got links there, hasn't he? In a way of sneakily getting his eugenics policies through, just like, this way we'll kill off the weak. And if it wasn't Dominic Cummings, then I reckon it was God's response to cancel culture. God basically looked at cancel culture and went, oh, you want to cancel people, do you? Right, fucking every fucking one of you is cancelled. Forgiveness, you cunts. I said it years ago when I sent Jesus, me son. You fucking pricks. I think the thing that's annoyed us more, or the most, about coronavirus, more than anything, is the amount of people tell us, oh, Raul, hey, Raul, hey, well, you must have got a lot of material from this coronavirus, so you must be getting loads of material. Like, that's, what I've just told you is all I fucking got. 6 fucking jokes in exchange for my entire way of life decimated, my entire career pulverized, a calendar full of dates now empty, in exchange for one observation about the guy who runs my local vape shop, and a statement from my niece. That's all I fucking got. What I got you? Getting loads of material. Yes, mate. Yes, I got 6 fucking jokes and no fucking money. So please, if you're watching this and there's a donate page, please donate, because I fucking need the money. Thanks.